one will be stopped for no gain. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out.
Right down their throat.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking to throw. It's Lagway. Got the quick pass. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
And I think you're seeing these guys in every offense now. These littler guys that they're so quick, it's hard to get a hand on them. Run crisp routes. You can throw it short, you can throw it long, but they're just big-time playmakers. We've definitely seen an emphasis shift towards smaller wide receivers with some serious skill.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Wilson. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
On 2nd and goal, he carries again.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. Seeking
touchdown, Gator! And that one will put him up here in the 2nd half.
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. And that's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So that drive didn't have to cover a lot of ground, going 47 yards, and finished the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Brown. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down. To throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. It's Brown. He works his way up to the 20-yard line and goes out of bounds there. And the Sun Devils in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Dropping back. It's Levin. He's got an open man. He's loose. The 20. The 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Sun Devils.
And how about him? Nice job catching the football and then turn it into a playmaker. Turn it into a small wide receiver. The tight end shows off the ability to run after the catch, make a big play, and get the big touchdown.
And the kick is good, but there's a penalty flag, and I think it's going to be roughing the kicker.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. They're lining up to kick it off, and he ought to be able to knock this one anywhere he wants after that extra 15 yards with the roughing the kicker. Fielded in the end zone, it's Hawkins. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. Florida has the ball back, and here comes the offense. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Well, look what's happening now. Old Uncle Mo has hit the transfer portal and is changing sidelines. To the air on 1st down. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
This is going to be a key that we look at this entire game. How can this defense find ways to affect this quarterback and get pressure on him? Because they felt coming into the game, if they could do that, they could affect him and influence this passing game.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it all right. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
Well, this defense has tried to find ways to disguise their coverage and mix it up to try to confuse the QB. It's not working. With that last completion, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. That's the end of the quarter, and Arizona State has the lead. 3 quarters are in the books. Time becomes a factor both in trying to hold the lead or cut into it as we take a look at the stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Hauls it in. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. He's now over 150 yards receiving. Might be worth noting that Taylor Jacobs holds the single-game record with 246.
Yeah, and when you got speed on the outside, find them, bro. I mean, if those guys that are going to make plays, those are the guys I'm going to feature and continue to find. And so far, he hasn't disappointed. So if I'm Florida, I'm going to keep exploiting that matchup.
His drive was clicking along, but now it's 2nd and 14. The offense changing the play. They'll run play action. And as he throws, intercepted. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
It's not always the sacks on the quarterback, right? You just want to affect him. You want to get to his legs. And if you can smash him, even better. Hit him in the face, make that ball float up in the air, creates the turnover, creates the big play, momentum shift for the defense.
Looking downfield on first down. Got it! And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Arizona State!
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the extra point is up and good, and they have an 11-point fourth-quarter lead. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Looking for daylight from inside his 20. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. And they're not on the same page there.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
No chance to run, but still a good game.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
To the air, it's Lagway. Fires to the right. And he throws another interception, his third of the night. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The Gators with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Complete downfield. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a 1st down.
And I love that play call. There's a great example of sudden change situation, right? Your defense gets the turnover. You get it right back. The very first play, let's be aggressive. Let's take a shot and see if we can catch the defense napping. Boy, oh boy, did that ever work out great.
It's incomplete, and I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains. On 1st down from the 13-yard line. Trying to cap this drive with a pass. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Well, they're not able to hook up on that throw, but they need to score now. At this juncture of the game, this late in the game, they need a touchdown, they need an onside kick recovered, and they need to score again if they're going to win. The sense of urgency is just off the charts.
Got his man. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Let's it fly. This is caught for the late touchdown, so let's not put this one to bed just yet.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a one-possession.
Picked off inside the 20, and they snuff out the threat. The 50, the 40, past the 30. He's at the 10. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return. They're sending out the regular kickoff unit, and even with 2 timeouts left, I think they're going to sit there on defense and watch the clock hit 0 if they do this. Fielded in the end zone. It's Moss. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Arizona State has the ball back in the offense, making its way onto the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage. You're probably getting blitz. That's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Off play action on 1st down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waiting moments. That could be a costly play. The Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass. It's Levin. Lofts one high and deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. They want that clock to run. At the 20, he's got space. There he goes to the right. It's a seam wide open. Past the 20. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Sun Devils!
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Coming out with it, it's Abrams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Gators sending the offense back to work. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Here comes the heat. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with it now.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And they won't make the connection going for the big play.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
Another sack. This quarterback group, not this quarterback, this one, because you're already on quarterback number 2. Taking a lot of hits today. Got to keep these guys upright. Got to protect them.
He's going for it all. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Arizona State is going back on offense, and they come out looking for a spark. They've had this drive absolutely gift-wrapped. How often do you start with a 1st and goal? Now, thanks to that gamble and failure, a chance to tack a little extra onto the lead late. Touchdown, Arizona State! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Here's the pressure. Trying to drop one in, but it's incomplete.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of it today.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man, it's Brown. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line. Timeout called by the offense. A mere 10 seconds to go in the game. The Gators come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st down. Makes the grab. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offense.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game. David, this was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us here, and for these two teams, that's going to do it for a season. Another bowl game in the books, and a season is wrapped. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, and our entire crew behind the scenes, I'm Reese Davis signing off, and we'll see you next season.